School campus, bringing you live play-by-play coverage of model basketball presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. We got the girls' game in the books. It was a successful night for the Model Lady Blue Devils, winning 57-32. And now we turn our attention to the boys' matchup, which is coming up here in about 5 minutes. So looking forward to that. But the Model Blue Devils are hosting Rockmart in this pivotal 7AA showdown. Model comes into the game 11-3 overall this season, 4-1 in Region 7AA play. Number 2 spot right now behind Murray County, a team that's also 4-1, but Model dropped a game to them in regular season, but they'll get another crack at them coming up later on down the road. But Model has a 5-game win streak going right now. Meanwhile, Rockmart lost their last game, but they're 8-7 with a winning record coming into this game. They're 3-2 in Region 7AA play. And their last game was a loss to North Murray. It was a 3-point ball game. So this has been a really competitive team through much of the season. Model is averaging just over 62 points a game. Meanwhile, Rockmart is averaging 59 points. Model on defense, though, only giving up about 49 points, and Rockmart giving up 59. So Model has been pretty strong on the defensive side of the floor over the course of the season. So really looking forward to how these teams match up here in this basketball game. But we've got about 3 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock until we start our second game of the evening. So what we're going to do is take another 3-minute timeout, then we'll give you the starting lineups, and we'll get things underway here live from the home of the Blue Devils. We're inside Woodard Gymnasium tonight here on WLAQ and also the live video stream. A 3-minute timeout. We're back for the ball game on WLAQ and Northwest Georgia Media.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of this year's live stream: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialist. We would also like to acknowledge those who have made contributions to support this year's live stream. If you would like to support live streaming Blue Devil basketball, please consider making a donation by scanning the QR code that's on your screen now. Or if you're a business and would like to advertise with Northwest Georgia Media, or if you would just like information on our company, please send an email to info@nwgeorgiamedia.com. Thank you for your support.
Most affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
Inside the home of the Blue Devils, Woodard Gymnasium on the Model High School campus. Matt Davis with play-by-play coverage of high school hoops for you tonight, presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. We are also live on the Northwest Georgia video stream, and as we get ready to give you the starting lineups, let's recognize our crew. Of course, we're going to start with Lynn Butler, who is manning the controls back at the studio. Always appreciate him being there for us. He's going to be back with us tomorrow night as we get ready for Model and Darlington girls for you. A 6 o'clock tip-off for that game. And then as far as the video is concerned for tonight, you've got Millie and Benton Potts on the cameras. Director Nathan Patterson. Replay is Kayla Bice. Scoreboard is Uta Patterson. In Arena PA, Grayson Atkins. And I'm with you on the video and the radio tonight with play-by-play commentary. My name is Matt Davis, and I am super happy to be with you all tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we already have been having fun. Model picked up a victory over Rockmart in the girls' game, and now the Blue Devils getting ready to take on the Yellow Jackets here in our nightcap in boys basketball. So let's feed you the starting lineups and get you ready to roll from inside here at Woodard Gymnasium as fans continue to pile in here at the gym. I mean, my goodness, amazing crowd here tonight. Friday night hoops getting ready to get started. Let's start with your Rockmart Yellow Jackets. Their head coach is Vic Calhoun. We're going to start with number 1, Cam Ferguson, a 6-foot senior. Number 10, Tyler Crumley, a 5'9" senior. Number 11, Dennis Sims, a 5'11" senior. Number 14, Jake Bailey, a 6'2" junior. And number 15, Trent Pace, a 6-foot senior. And that rounds out your starting lineup for the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. And now we'll try to fight with the PA for this one for sure. The Model Blue Devils with some enthusiasm here. Jacob Travis, their head coach. And in the starting lineup, you've got number 10, Jaden Hames, a 5'11" junior for the Blue Devils. Also at guard here, starting out tonight, number 11, Stevie Dallas, a sophomore. He's 5'9". Number 21, Noah Travis, a sophomore in the starting lineup tonight. Then you work your way into that backcourt, man. Jakenis Hurd, a 6'5" senior. And then number 33, Jeremiah Hurd, a 6'9" junior. And that is your starting lineup for the Blue Devils. And now we've given you the starting lineups for both teams. The only thing left to do now is tip this thing off and play some basketball. It's Friday night, folks. We know you're ready. We're ready. Let's get it going. It's time for Friday night hoops inside Woodard Gymnasium. In the circle for the Blue Devils, you got Jakenis Hurd, and it's going to be Jake Bailey for the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. The officials are ready. Everybody in the gym's ready. Here's the tip-off. Jakenis wins it, sends it into the backcourt to Stevie Dallas. They'll send it off to the left wing side, an open three to start the game. That's going to rattle off the rim. Rebound goes to Rockmart. Sims going to bring it back the other way, and quick. They fire it right. There's an open three-point shot. Misses everything, but the rebound is going to go to the Yellow Jackets, so they'll keep possession of the ball and set up their half-court offense. They feed it down low. Going in was Bailey, and he fouled, so we're going to see Bailey going to the free throw line. So Jake Bailey it was actually on the floor rather. He was headed to the free throw line, but Rockmart's going to inbound the basketball underneath their own hoop. They feed it in, dribble towards the low block, put up a quick floater. It's missed. Rebound taken by Travis. Here come the Blue Devils back the other way. Stopping and popping a three-point shot is Hames. This time he drills it. And Model opens up the game with a three-pointer. Rockmart brings it the other way. They dribble across the timeline, feed it right. Now they go back up towards the top of the key, back to the right wing side, dribble baseline, kick it out the left wing. Ball nearly gets loose. It stays with Rockmart. They will stop at the free throw line, feed it back out. Tight coverage right now from Model. Rockmart trying to get some ball movement to find some looks, and it's been hard to do. Three-point attempt is missed. Model gets the rebound. Stevie Dallas brings it the other way. He's across the center court stripe, lobs it down low to Jeremiah Hurd, kicks it back out to Hames. There's a three-point attempt left short. Jake Bailey gets the board. Here comes Rockmart the other way. And whoa, what a heck of a move right there on the reverse layup by Dennis Sims to give the first bucket of the game to the Rockmart Yellow Jackets, a one-point game. Hurd sends it on to the left wing side, and Dallas back up top to Travis, back out to Jakenis Hurd, in and out, won't go. Rebound's going to be taken by Sims. Sims across the center court stripe, dribbles into the paint. And that is missed, but he's going to the free throw line shooting two. So Dennis Sims goes to the free throw line. Fans didn't like the call. And they are certainly letting the official that blew the whistle know it. Lively crowd here tonight, as there always is when you come to Blue Devil country. Shots on the way. That caroms off the rim. We get ready for Sims to shoot his second free throw. It's a 3-2 ball game. 6:10 left to go in the first quarter of the ball game. Sims with one more free throw coming up. This would tie the ball game, and it does. He knocks that one down. So it's 3 apiece. Here comes Model back the other way. With it is Stevie Dallas, who floats it down to Jeremiah Hurd, gets it out to Jaquinnis, turns around a defender and scores. What a great effort there by Jaquinnis Hurd. 5-3, Model leads it by 2. Rockmart on the other end. They dribble into the paint, putting it up as Sims, too strong. Rebound taken by Model. Noah Travis fires it over to Stevie Dallas. Now to Jaquinnis Hurd, cutting towards the basket, and that's going to be a blocking foul. It's going to be charged against Rockmart, and Jaquinnis Hurd, who drew the contacts, going to the free throw line. So Jaquinnis Hurd is at the free throw line, shooting 2. Or actually, he made the bucket. And the free throw shot's on the way. He converts the three-point play. I even missed it too. But he scored, and now that's a three-point play, and it's 8-3, a 5-point ball game. Cam Ferguson fires it to left wing side. Open three-point look. What a heck of a shot from Trent Pace. 8-6, Model on top, but now by 2 after that three-point shot. Cut it to a 2-point ball game. Lob inside to Jeremiah Hurd. He gets ready to turn and shoot and gets fouled. Ball was stripped away, but some contact. So we're going to see Model inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Stevie Dallas to set things in motion on the offensive side of the floor. They'll try to bounce it into Jeremiah Hurd. It goes off his shoe and out of bounds, so it's coming back to the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. 5:13 left to go in the first quarter of the ball game. It's been a good first few minutes of the game. Cam Ferguson across the timeline for the Jackets. He'll drive into the paint, puts up a floater, and that one goes off the back of the rim. Here's a three-point shot after they got the rebound and kicked it back out. Missed shot. And it's going to stay with the Yellow Jackets. Model leads at 8-6. Rockmart's in their black road uniforms. It's got gold and silver trim, it kind of looks like. Model's got their white home uniforms with black letters and numbers with blue trim. If you're watching on the video, you see that, but we're also on the radio tonight, so trying to describe what we're seeing to the radio audience tonight. Dennis Sims has the inbound pass. He dribbles into the paint, splits 2 defenders, gets blocked by Jaquinnis Hurd. Is going in, the ball goes out of bounds. Noah Travis checks out, Riley Chapman checks in. Joey Sample subs in for Jeremiah Hurd. And Dennis Sims gets set to set things in motion here for the Yellow Jackets. He surveys the floor, fires it into the right wing side. Dribbling with it now is Trent Pace. Gets it out to the right wing. They lob it under to Bailey. He backs his way in on Stevie Dallas. And that's going to be a blocking foul. Missed the shot, but Bailey's going to go to the free throw line. So Dallas is going to be charged with a foul for Jake Bailey at the free throw line with 2 shots coming up. If he makes them both, we have a tie ball game. Shots on the way, and that one's through. To get ready for his second free throw. We got a 1-point game. If he makes this one again, it'll tie it up. 4:37 left to go first period. Bailey puts up the next free throw. That rattles off the front of the rim, so Model stays on top by 1. Here's Hames down the other end and lays it in. Jaden Hames now with 5 points for the Blue Devils. And Model increases their lead back to 3. It's 4:23 left in the first quarter. 10-7 your score. Blue Devils on top. They try to feed it down low to Bailey. Pass is picked off. Model has it. Stevie Dallas on the other end, working right to left. Gives it up to the top of the key, and Jaquinnis Hurd. Now to a cutting Jaden Hames, the floater. It is missed. Sims comes out with it here for Rockmart. They go the other ways. Across the timeline and quick. Goes coast to coast. Fires it back out to Bailey. But a whistle and a foul is going to be charged against Model before the pass, and we'll get ready for Rockmart to inbound the ball. It's going to be on Jaquinnis Hurd. Sims looks around, is going to toss it in. Open three-point shot off the inbound pass is going to be off the front of the rim. And the ball's coming back to the Model Blue Devils after the foul's going to be charged against Rockmart. It's going to be on Jake Bailey. On the floor right now for the Blue Devils, Joey Sam, Riley Chapman, Jaquinnis Hurd, and Jaden Hames. They inbound the ball to Dallas. Nearly had his pocket picked. He'll pick up his dribble, fires it on to Chapman there across the timeline. Now over to Hames on the left wing side. The Blue Devils go back up top to Jaquinnis Hurd. On to Stevie Dallas, to Riley Chapman on the right wing. Back outside to Hames. Puts up the three, and that's short. Just barely caught the front of the iron. Rebound went to Rockmart. They're on the other end already. They'll drive down towards the low block. Shot is blocked by Joey Samples. Here comes Model on the other end in transition. Off the glass, too strong, but Samples is there to clean it up. Joey Samples with his first bucket of the game. Model up by 5, largest lead of the game. 12-7 your score, 3:12 left here in the opening quarter. Dennis into the paint, nobody can pick it up, and that rattles in. Dennis Sims with a nice move towards the bucket. What's a bucket? I don't even know. Chapman is tied up, trapped between two defenders. He fires it sharply down to Joey Samples. Now they'll give it over to Jaquinnis Hurd. Now to Stevie Dallas for three. That's short off the side of the rim. Cam Ferguson is there to collect the board here for Rockmart. There's a three-pointer on the other end. That goes off the front of the rim. Jaquinnis Hurd collects the rebound. Here comes Jaden Hames across the center court stripe, fires it right. Riley Chapman has got it, dribbles around a couple of defenders, and it looks like he must have stepped on the sidelines. So Rockmart set to inbound the ball in front of their bench here with 2:30 left to go in the first quarter of the ball game. Model with a 3-point lead. Largest lead of the game so far, I believe, was 5. Across the timeline goes Sims. Between his legs, dribbles off towards the right wing. He's going to leave it off for his teammate Crumley, who's at the top of the key. He dribbles towards the paint, leaves it for Ferguson. He's at the high post, fires it left. There's a three-point opportunity, and that one touches the bottom of the rim, or rather goes to the bottom of the net. There's Noah Travis, puts up the three-point shot. Didn't have time to really get his feet set and make a nice shot, but he'll get plenty more opportunity coming up in this game, I would imagine. Rockmart's got the ball. They work it around the perimeter with under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter, trailing on the road by 3. They will back in against Jeremiah Hurd. Hurd is going to be charged with a foul. He looks bewildered by the call. And the Boo Birds come out here for the folks in blue. Going to the free throw line is Tristan Anderson. And I think, and I'm not picking on the officials, I'm not suggesting that was not a good call, but I do think that games with him in it are tough to call because of his size. First free throw is missed by Anderson. He gets ready for a second free throw. Score remains 12-9, misses them both. Jeremiah Hurd gets the board, gives it to Noah Travis. He's across the center court stripe. Sends it to the left wing side to Riley Chapman. The lob inside of Jeremiah. He'll post up and get fouled on his way up. That's another thing you see with Jeremiah Hurd. Because of his size, most teams can't match up with him underneath, so he gets fouled and sent to the charity stripe a lot over the course of a game. Jeremiah Hurd's first free throw's on the way. He gets a lot of reps at the line, no doubt about it. He knocks down the first free throw and gets ready for a second. Model should be leading at 13-9. They didn't put that one on the board. He makes the second. 14-9 your score, a 5-point lead for the Blue Devils. Chase Allen subs into the game for Jeremiah Hurd. Also onto the floor for Model, you've got Jack Robinson. Give you a floor check for both teams if we get a breather here in a second. Rockmart with a basketball, with it is Hunter Atkins. Sims has got it now. He's into the paint, moved towards the bucket, misses the shot. Rebound goes to Rockmart. They pound it off the glass, too strong. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Rockmart. 1:14 left to go here in the first quarter of the ball game. Model leads this one 14-9, a 5-point lead. Model will send it in on the inbound pass. Shoots, misses. Rebound goes to Chase Allen, making his presence known right off the bench. Noah Travis now with the ball. He's across the center court stripe. Feeds it to the left wing side of Robinson. Inside to Samples and the bucket. Joey Samples with 2 buckets in the game. It's 16-9. Biggest lead of the game for Model at 7. 53 seconds on the clock. Sims with it between the circles, drives towards the lane, has his pocket pick, trying to pass in the lane. Samples has got it. He goes into the paint, gets blocked. Cam Ferguson with the block. And the ball is going to be forced out of bounds by Rockmart, and we get ready for Model to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Noah Travis to set things in motion here for the Blue Devils. Looks around, and he is going to find Riley Chapman. Chapman between the circles gives it to Robinson. Robinson on to Noah, now to the right wing side of Chapman. He'll feed it underneath to Chase Allen, who's at the low block. He'll pick it up, kick it back out to Riley Chapman, who backs up in between the circles and resets the offense for Model. Now to Robinson on the right wing side. They get it into Allen, backs up against the defender, puts it up, misses, gets his own rebound. His putback is good. Chase Allen scores his first bucket of the game. It's 18-9 in favor of Model with 8 seconds left on the clock. Make it 5. Rockmart with the ball. Shot clock turned off, obviously. They leave it down low, and that was going to be through for Tristan Anderson just before the buzzer, and the score moves to 18-11 after 1 quarter of play. Model leads Rockmart. We send it back to the studio for a 1-minute timeout. We're back for the second quarter after these messages. Here on the Model High School campus. Model's up at the end of our first quarter. We get ready to start the second frame. 18-11 is your score. Rockmart visiting here tonight in a Region 7 AA showdown. Glad to have you with us tonight with our first radio broadcast of Model Basketball of the Year, presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. Although we've been providing play-by-play commentary for the video throughout the season, and glad you're with us tonight by via radio or the video stream. Stevie Dallas has got it, leaves it off to Jakenis Hurd. They drive down to the low block, off the glass, too strong there for Jakenis. Rebound's going to go to Rockmart. They'll bring it back the other way, just underway with the second quarter. There's Dennis, feeds it off the left wing side. They go back up top to Crumley. Tries to dribble around Jaden Hames, who pokes it loose into the backcourt. Picking it up is McCreary here for Rockmart. Gives it off to Cam Ferguson. He goes into the paint, puts it up, too strong off the backboard. Rebound taken by Jakenis Hurd. He'll bounce it down to Stevie Dallas as they cross center court. Now around to the right wing side, and Hames back out to Stevie Dallas, on to Jakenis Hurd. Some ball movement here from Model, trying to get a look. Fake there by Jaden Hames, leaves it off for Dallas. Now out to Noah Travis. The feed on the left wing side, they get it underneath. Out to Chase Allen, a kick out, trying to create a look there, but it's not there. And a foul's going to be called on the floor against the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. Going to get number 2, Tristan Anderson with the foul, his first of the game. That's first team foul for Rockmart here in the second quarter of the ball game. Stevie Dallas will send it in. Blue Devils finds Jakenis Hurd on the inbound pass. They kick it back out to Jaden Hames. Now on to Noah Travis. Travis now to Chase Allen underneath. He gets his own rebound, puts it through. Chase Allen with 2 buckets in the ball game. It's 20-11, 9-point lead here for Model. Oh my goodness, Noah Travis hits the floor and is having a hard time getting up, and he has had knee troubles in the last couple of years and has had surgery, and it looks like he twisted the knee that he's had work on. He's got a brace on that knee, and the official's coming over to talk to him right now, but he's going to have to check out of the game And he's off the floor on his own accord, but he's definitely favoring that right knee. Man, oh man, hate to see that. Inbound pass to Rockmart. Down to Cam Ferguson. They go to the top of the key. They try to feed it down low. Model's going to be charged with a foul. Right now the trainer over there working on Noah Travis, having a look at that leg. And he's kind of grabbing at his ankle, so maybe it wasn't the knee. Maybe he might have rolled his ankle there. I didn't see exactly what happened. I saw him go down. And I know it's that same leg, but it does look like the trainer's working on the ankle, which honestly would be good news given the nature of what he's been dealing with, with the knee situation. Dennis set to set things in motion here for Rockmart. He finds Cam Ferguson being guarded by Riley Chapman of the Blue Devils. They get it to the right wing side. It's a 9-point ball game. Model leads at 20-11 with 6:14 left here in the second quarter. They dribble baseline, trying to get it to the rack, and fouled is going to be Braylon Jones, so I believe we'll see him shooting free throws. We will. It's going to be Jaquinnis Hurd grabbing another foul, his second here of the first half of the ball game. Dennis surveying the floor here for Rockmart. Checking into the game for Jaquinnis Hurd is going to be Joey Samples. Jaquinnis checks out with those two fouls here early in the ball game. Rockmart with it in the paint. They'll try to heave it towards the basket. Kept it in bounds somehow, and then they knock one through. That was Dennis Sims. He's got 7 points. 20-13, 7-point lead for Model. Model with the ball. Chapman across the timeline, feeds it right to Camden Oswalt in off the bench. There's Jaden Hames on the left wing side. They go to Riley Chapman. Back to Oswalt, on to Hames, who lobs it down to Allen. Allen will bounce it out to Hames for three, and that bangs off the back of the rim. Allen gets the board, though, and here's the putback. A finger roll through. Chase Allen now with 6 points in the game, and Model back to a 9-point, 22-13 lead. 5:24 left, second quarter. Off the glass, too strong. And that's going to be an offensive foul for Rockmart, and it's coming back to the Blue Devils. Jack Robinson to check into the game here for the Blue Devils in just a moment for Jaden Hames. So on the floor right now for Model, you're going to have Chase Allen, Riley Chapman, Jack Robinson, Camden Oswalt, and Joey Samples. On the floor for Rockmart, Braylon Jones, Cam Ferguson, Trent Pace, Dennis Sims, and Lanier McCreary. Model with the ball. They feed it to the right wing side, and Robinson. He'll feed it off to Camden Oswalt, who goes into the paint, puts up the little runner, and scores. Camden Oswalt, his first bucket of the game. We're 3 minutes into the second quarter, and Model leads it by 11, 24-13. Dennis Sims with it on the other end for Rockmart. Rockmart working from left to right. Sims has got it, kicks it out to Cam Ferguson. He drives the lane, kind of a wild shot, misses. Allen came down with it, had his pocket pick, and now Allen comes back out with it, and he will give it off to Riley Chapman. Chapman ready to bring it up the floor, fires it on to Robinson, now dribbles to the baseline, kicks it back out to Allen, now on to Riley Chapman. He'll back up, finds Chase Allen underneath, backs his way into a defender, puts it up, misses, and the second time, it's through. We've seen that, I think, 3 or 4 times in the game already from him, where he'll miss the first look, get his own rebound, and then score. Dennis Sims at the top of the key, drives to the low block, puts it off the glass, and through. Dennis Sims with another bucket. He's got 9 points. It's 26-15 in favor of Model with just under 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. Rockmart and Coach Calhoun are going to take a timeout. We're going to do the same thing down the line. Model 26, Rockmart 15, back in 30 seconds.
Most affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
All right, set to resume play. Model leads it by 11, 26-15. Noah Travis is injured over on the sidelines. Jakenis Hurd racked up 2 early fouls in the half, so he's on the bench. We have a lot of subs into the game here for the Blue Devils right now. Down low to Allen off the glass and through, and he got the contact. Chase Allen is having a monster first half with 10 points, 8 of them in the second quarter, and he's got a 3-point opportunity right now. This has been just an unbelievable night for Allen so far in this game. Jaden Hames is going to go over to the bench and talk to Coach Travis while we get ready for Hames, or rather Allen, to shoot this free throw and attempt to convert the 3-point play. Shots on the way, and that is going to be off the back of the rim. Battle for the rebound. It's poked out of bounds by Model, so it's coming back to Rockmart. Again, Blue Devils lead this one 28-15 with 3:45 left to go here in the first half of the ball game. Bringing it up the floor is Dennis Sims, being guarded by Jaden Hames. He'll try to work around a couple of defenders, feeds it off to the right wing side, and Cam Ferguson now out to the top of the key. Rockmart with the basketball, trailing by 13 points. Cam Ferguson feeds it out to the right wing side. They go into the paint, losing the handle, but a blocking foul is going to be charged against the Bulls. They're going to get Riley Chapman with that one. 3:24 left to go. Second quarter. Model 28 to Rockmart's 15. Cam Ferguson surveys the floor here for the Yellow Jackets, and he tries to feed it in to Trent Pace, who loses the handle, and it goes out of bounds over on the Model bench. So we're going to see the Blue Devils inbound the ball in just a couple of moments. Joey Samples set to feed it back in to Riley Chapman. Chapman is across the center court stripe, feeds it left, gives it to Jaden Hames. Hames is going to get it to Riley Chapman. Cross court pass on the right wing side over to Robinson. Here's Hames for 3. That one's going to go just barely off the side of the rim. And it's coming back to the Yellow Jackets with 3:06 left to go in the second quarter of the ball game. Sims gives it to Ferguson. Ferguson's going to bring it across the timeline for the Yellow Jackets, working left to right. He'll stop and put up the 3-point shot. That caroms off the rim, picked up by Joey Samples. Samples on to Jaden Hames. He's across the center court stripe, leaves it off for Samples in between the circles. Now onto the right wing side they go to Riley Chapman, back up top to Hames. On to Jack Robinson. Left wing side they go. The lob underneath to Allen. And that's going to be on the floor. He's fouled. And it's going to be on Trent Pace. And Model gets ready to inbound the ball. And good news, Noah Travis, who looked like he might have rolled an ankle a couple of minutes ago, is back out on the floor for the Blue Devils. That is one tough young man right there. They get it down to Allen underneath. Has overcome a lot to get into this starting lineup here for the Blue Devils. And making the most of the opportunity. They feed it into Chase Allen. Allen's got it in the paint, turns around and puts it towards the rack. Can't get the shot to the rim. Rebound went to Sample. Missed the shot. Rebound goes to Rockmart. This time they go back the other way. They get it up top to Jake Bailey, the junior. Now back around to Ferguson. Ferguson will back up in between the circles. Now drives towards the paint and kicks out. Gets it to Sims. Sims now at the top of the key with it. Dennis Sims here for Rockmart makes a move into the paint. Tries to get it underneath to Bailey. It goes off his shoe, but it stays with Rockmart. They've got it underneath. Shots in the air. It's missed. Battle for the rebound. And Rockmart's going to cut. Well, a foul's going to be charged, I believe, against Haines. Both teams battling there for the 50-50 ball. We're at the 2-minute mark here of our second quarter with Model leading it by 13. It's been a while since somebody scored. Dennis Sims surveys the floor, ready to trigger it in. He gets it into Bailey off the inbound pass. He's going to try to bounce it to a teammate, and he bounces it out of bounds in front of the student section. Model Blue Devils playing at home in front of a really, really active and fun crowd here tonight. Noah Travis takes the inbound pass. He'll bring it up the floor. He gives it off to Jaden Hames on the left wing side. Joey Samples now on to Robinson. Gets it over to Travis, who's moving around really well right now. That's good news. Now the left wing side of Robinson. Allen's got it, and they've got it baseline. Allen's tied up between two defenders, needs help, finds Samples. They kick it back out. There's Travis. Great ball movement here from the Blue Devils, but can't get a look because of the defense right now. Travis is going to try to put up a floater. Gets blocked. Rockmart's got the ball with 1:20 left to go in the second quarter. Trailing Model scores 28-15. Dennis Sims has got it on the right wing side, dribbles down towards the baseline, tries to fire it out to the left wing side, loses control. They say it was deflected by Model. Jacob Travis is kind of appealing to the official. That's not what he saw, not what the Model fans saw. But nonetheless, Rockmart will inbound the ball. They get it into Cam Ferguson. Almost to the 1 minute mark here of our first half. Dennis Smith with it for the Yellow Jackets. 11 seconds left on the shot clock, so Rockmart's got to move fast. They move it inside. There's the little floater. It's going to be missed. Kept in bounds, but Joey Samples got it. Here comes Jaden Hames, coast to coast, gets blocked. Rockmart's got it with 43 seconds left on the clock. They lose control on the other side. It's coming back to the Blue Devils. Joey Samples set to trigger it in here to Noah Travis. Travis has got it. It's poked loose. It's with Rockmart. After the turnover, they put it towards the rack. Miss. But a foul's going to be charged against the Blue Devils, and going to the free throw line will be the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. They're going to get Joey Samples with the foul. Going to the free throw line is going to be Lanier McCrary. He'll be shooting 2. So McCrary at the stripe. First free throw is in the air and through. McCrary gets ready for his second. It is in and out. Rebound goes to Chase Allen and the Blue Devils. Blue Devils will bring it back up the floor. Allen across the timeline with it. Has his pocket picked by Bailey. Bailey's got it, rolls it out, but Samples picks it up. Tries to lob it underneath to Jaden Hames. It sails out of bounds, so it's coming back to the Yellow Jackets. Both teams feel a little bit out of control right now at this moment of the game. Rockmart set to inbound the ball with 24.2 seconds left on the clock in the half, and the shot clock turned off. So perhaps they will try to get the last shot of the half. Try to close the gap a little bit. There's Sims, goes underneath, pass around the baseline, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Rockmart. And Model could get the last crack at it here to end the first half. 11.2 seconds left on the clock. Model leads it by 12. It's 28-16 as we close in on the halftime mark. Samples is going to give it in to Travis. Travis dribbles with it. Gets around Sims, the defender, across the timeline. Nearly lost the handle. Leaves it off for Hames. He heaves it up from 3/4. And just misses the rim. So that's the end of the first half. Model leads Rockmart here in the boys game 28-16 as everybody heads to the locker room. We're going to take a 3-minute timeout down the line. Glad you're with us tonight for Model Basketball presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. We're back in 3 minutes.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of this year's live stream. Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialist. We would also like to acknowledge those who have made contributions to support this year's live stream. If you would like to support live streaming Blue Devil basketball, please consider making a donation by scanning the QR code that's on your screen now. Or if you're a business and would like to advertise with Northwest Georgia Media, or if you would just like information on our company, please send an email to info@nwgeorgiamedia.com. Thank you for your support.
The most affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
We were just treated to a performance from the 2023 dance team here at Model High School, getting the fans fired up here at halftime. And right now, Model on top here the boys game. 28-16 is your halftime score. We're going to break down the scoring there from the first half. We're going to start with the visiting Rockmart Yellow Jackets, picking up 2 points from Tristan Anderson there in the first half, 1 from Lanier McCrary off the bench, 1 point from Jake Bailey, 3 points off a three-pointer for Trent Pace, and then the leading scorer here tonight for Rockmart Yellow Jackets is Dennis Sims, who had a great first half. He notched 9 points there in the first half. That should total up to Rockmart 16. For the Model Blue Devils playing at home, looking to extend their win streak to 6 games. They got off to a good start there in the first half. They would pick up 5 points from Jaden Hames, 2 from Camden Oswalt off the bench. He would have 5 points from Jakenis Hurd, who had to take a seat most of the second quarter because he picked up a couple of quick fouls there. Second one was early in the second quarter. He would have 2 points from Jeremias Hurd off of free throws, 4 points for Joey Samples, and the leading scorer there in the first half for the Blue Devils and overall was Chase Allen, who's had an unbelievable first half, particularly there in the second quarter where he scored 8 points. He scored 2 in the first quarter for a total of 10 there in the first half. So that breaks down the scoring from the basketball game so far. And again, Model leading this basketball game by a score of 28-16. While we get a moment, definitely want to thank our presenting sponsor, Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales, for making our live commentary and radio broadcast possible tonight. Also a sponsor of the video stream, and also want to recognize the video crew for tonight. Millie and Benton Potts doing a great job as always. Director Nathan Patterson. Replay is Kayla Bice. Scoreboard is Uta Patterson. In arena PA is Grayson Atkins, who's doing a phenomenal job this year. And I have the live commentary for you on the radio and the video. My name is Matt Davis, and for us back at the WLAQ studio, Central, as usual, is our buddy Lynn Butler. We always appreciate getting him involved. We're going to have some more high school hoops coming up for you tomorrow evening. We'll have one game only. It'll be a girls game. as the Model Lady Blue Devils travel down to the Huffman Center. We'll be inside the Van Ness Arena as the Darlington Lady Tigers welcome the Model Lady Blue Devils. That's going to be a fun matchup. You don't want to miss it. If you can, be there. If you can't, we've got radio and video coverage coming up for you tomorrow. Well, folks, we're going to take one more break, a 3-minute timeout down the line as we get you ready for the start of the second half. The Model Blue Devils on top here at halftime. Your score at the half, Model 28, Rockmart 16 with a whole half to go. Don't go anywhere. We're back in 3.
Attention.
Model on top as we enter our final 2 quarters of the ball game. 28-16 is your score as everybody's out from the locker room and warmed up and ready to roll here in the second half. Rockmart's going to inbound the ball and open up the second half with possession. Leading scorer in the game so far, again, we'll remind you, is Chase Allen, who had 10 points, 8 of them in the second quarter. On the floor for Model as we open up play. Heard Jaden Hames, Jeremiah Hurd, Stevie Dallas, and Noah Travis. I'll give you the players for Rockmart here in just a couple of moments. They're going to toss a pass out of bounds. We'll tell you Cam Ferguson, also Jake Bailey, as well as Dennis Sims, Tristan Anderson. There's a long shot in and out here for Rockmart. Catch the other player for Rockmart in just a couple of moments. The fifth player is going to be Tyler Crumley, but Rockmart with the ball on the other end. They've got it underneath. There's a little layup attempt missed. Here is another shot, blocked by Jeremiah Hurd. He'll clear out the lane and give it off to his brother Jakinis. Stevie Dallas will bring it across the center court stripe. He goes underneath, tries to score on a little runner, misses, gets it to the rack though. And Jeremiah Hurd with the putback is going to draw the foul. Missed the shot, but he's got free throws coming up. So Jeremiah Hurd at the free throw line. Stevie Dallas will go over and chat with head coach Jacob Travis. Shots on the way, and that one's through. Jeremiah will get ready for a second. Model leading at 29-16 on the scoreboard with 7:15 left. We're in the third quarter. Jeremiah with another free throw. That one caroms off the rim. Rebound's going to go to Tristan Anderson in the Yellow Jackets. Speaking of Yellow Jackets, we've got some Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, my favorite kind, coming up tomorrow on WLAQ. They'll be taking on Pitt down at McCamish Pavilion down in Midtown Atlanta. Georgia Tech's a 4-point favorite. Rarely ever see that these days, them opening up as a favorite going into a game. I hate to say that, I'm a fan, but man, it's been a rough season for the Yellow Jackets, but that's a 3 o'clock tip-off down at McCamish Pavilion. And you can listen to the call from Andy Demetra, who does a fine job on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets Network from Legend Sports, right here on WLAQ. And then immediately after that, it's going to be more high school hoops. We got a lot of round ball for you tomorrow. We love it. Tristan Anderson from the line makes the first free throw, gets ready for a second after being fouled by Jaden Hames. Next shot on the way, and that one rattles off the rim. Rebound goes to Jeremiah Hurd, and he gives it to his brother Jakinis. He's across the timeline, fires it left over to Jaden Hames. Back up top to Jeremiah, who's pointing towards the lane. He'll lob it underneath. The Jakinis ball's poked loose, stolen away. Rockmart's got it. Here they come back, working right to left down the other end of the floor. Losing the handle, Noah Travis picks it up, gives it to Stevie Dallas. He'll slow up on the right wing side. Going to give it back to Jakinis Hurd. Now on to Travis to the left wing. They try to lob it underneath to Jeremiah. It sails over to Jakinis, and he gets fouled on his way up. So Jakinis Hurd going to the free throw line, shooting 2. So Hurd at the charity stripe, shooting 2. First one's on the way, and that one is going to be through. Jakinis will get ready for a second free throw. He's got 6 points in the game. Model leads it by 13. 30-17 your score with 6:19 left to go in the third quarter. A substitution into the game for Rockmart. Checking in is going to be Hunter Atkins. Jakinis will get ready to shoot from the free throw line. And it's on the way, and that one's going to rattle in, so he makes them both. And now Model leads at 31-17. Yellow Jackets back the other way. They kick it back to the top of the key. Long 3 for Crumley. That one's off the front of the rim. Jakinis Hurd gets the rebound, keeps it in bounds for Stevie Dallas, who motors across the center court stripe. Now on to Jakinis, back to Dallas. He goes down towards the paint, lobs it into Jeremiah, who bangs it in off the glass. He's getting ready for a 3-point opportunity. Jeremiah Hurd. And Model, again, with an opportunity at the free throw line. Jeremiah Hurd is at the line. Model leads it by 16 points. Shots on the way. That one rattles through. Big man makes another one. Rockmart will bring it up the floor. Dennis Sims has got it across the timeline. He dribbles left. Now he moves up towards the top of the key, trying to work around a high screen. He gets blocked by Jeremiah Hurd. How many times do you say that a game or a season? Jaden Hames has got it. Now on to Stevie Dallas. Great ball movement, wide open. Noah Travis in and out. I think a defender got back from Rockmart and affected the flight of that ball just a hair. Stevie Dallas set to trigger things in motion for the Blue Devils as the ball was out of bounds on Rockmart. So Dallas will lob it into Jeremiah Hurd. Fires it out to the right wing side to Jakinis. Out to Noah Travis at the top of the key. On to Jaden Hames. Open 3. That one's going to bounce off the rim. Rebound goes to Crumley. And here come the Yellow Jackets back the other way. They fire it to the right wing side. Now they'll work it back up in between the circles, set up their half-court offense. Cam Ferguson tries to back his way in to Noah Travis. Feeds it back out to Crumley. A three-point shot. That's off the rim. Ferguson's there for the rebound. Another three from Crumley. This one's off the front of the rim. And the Model got the rebound, tried to get it to Stevie Dallas, and it rolled out of bounds. So Rockmart set to send it back in motion on offense on their side of the floor. They'll inbound from the near side of the floor over on the sidelines. They get it to Sims. He gives it to Ferguson, the lob inside. He'll kick it back out to Hunter Atkins. Atkins with the ball for the Yellow Jackets. Now to Ferguson on the left wing side. He'll dribble back up top, behind his back. He dribbles, goes into the paint, puts up the shot, misses. Ball's back in the hands of the Blue Devils after it pinballs off a couple of players. Stevie Dallas between the legs will set up the half-court offense here for the Blue Devils. To Travis, back to Dallas, on to Haim. He'll back up in between the circles. Now on to Jakenis Hurd. Hurd looking to lob down low, kicks it out. There's Stevie Dallas for three, and yes, sir, he drills it. Stevie Dallas for this first bucket of the game, and it's a biggie. That brings the total to a 20-point lead here for the Blue Devils, 37-17. Rockmart goes into the paint, and he tries to hand it off. He hands it to Jakenis Hurd. Wrong team there. They get it down low, and Hames off the pass from Jakenis Hurd. Jaden Hames is able to bank it in off the glass. It's 39-17. Model threatening to take over this ball game. Rockmart's got a big hill to climb here. Cam Ferguson with it with a nice move towards the basket. Gets the bucket. Cam Ferguson with his first hoop of the game, and a timeout's going to be called. We'll take one as well. 3:42 left to go, third quarter. Model up 39-19 over Rockmart. We're back in 30 seconds.
Most affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
Well, as you can probably tell if you're listening on the radio or the live stream, it is loud in the gym tonight, as it always is, here inside Woodard Gymnasium with some Friday night hoops, or any night of the week for that matter. But we got 3:42 left to go here in the third quarter. Model owns a 20-point lead right now over Rockmart. 39-19 is your score. Model's going to send it in motion on offense to Riley Chapman. Now over to Stevie Dallas. He's going to heave it down to Jaden Hames, who turns, goes right to the bucket. Too strong off the glass. There to try to clean it up. Jakenis Hurd. He puts it up twice, misses, but as you heard, there's a whistle, and Jakenis is going to go back to the free throw line here in this game, where he is 3 for 3 from the charity strike. Let's see if he can keep it going here for the Blue Devils. First shot's on the way, and it's through. He'll get ready for a second. He's made 4 in a row. Can he make it 5? Checking into the game is Jake Bailey here for Rockmart for Tristan Anderson. So you've got Dennis Sims, Jake Bailey, Cam Ferguson. Next free throw's on the way. He's made 5 in a row. Hunter Atkins. And then number 15, Trent Pace on the floor for Rockmart. We'll give you Models players in a moment. Bailey's underneath, and that's going to wedge between the rim and the backboard as he gets spun around. Going up, Jakenis Hurd is able to get up there and knock it loose. We had that happen during the girls' game, and nobody was out on the floor that could get up to the rim, and it took quite a while for the officials and then a Model player to get it loose. Stevie Dallas going to get it down to Jaden Hames. They get it underneath to Jeremias. He turns on a couple of defenders and gets fouled. So we're going to see Jeremias go into the free throw line with a couple of shots. On the floor for Model, Stevie Dallas, Riley Chapman, Jeremias Hurd, Jakenis Hurd, and Jaden Hames. So Jeremiah Hurd at the free throw line shooting 2 shots, as you heard from the PA announcer tonight, who is Grayson Atkins. First shot on the way is good, and he'll get ready for a second one. Checking into the game for Rockmart's going to be Braylon Jones. Jeremiah knocks down another one. The Hurd brothers are knocking them down tonight from the free throw line. 43-19 your score. 3:04 remains for the game. Ferguson off the glass, too strong. Rebound picked up by Jeremiah. Down to Jaden Hames. Layup attempt, too strong. Stevie Dallas is there and cleans it up. Dallas with 5 points. What an aggressive play for him to get down there. He gets a hand there from Jaden Hames after he cleaned up the shot. That was awesome. Here comes Rockmart on the other end. They've got it at the low block. Feed it out to Pace. Here's a little floater. It's missed. Rebound by Jakenis Hurd. Stevie Dallas is pushed over on the baseline. So the foul is going to be on Dennis Sims as we get ready for Model to inbound the ball. But first, actually they're in the bonus. So we're going to see Stevie Dallas at the free throw line with 1 and 1. So Stevie Dallas at the line. He gets ready for a free throw attempt. Takes a deep breath, dribbles a couple of times, shot on the way, and it's through. So he gets ready for the back end of the 1 and 1 with Model leading at 46-19 and really feeling like they've taken charge of this game. Still a lot of time left for Rockmart to potentially mount a comeback, but it just doesn't feel like it's heading that way. We'll see. Missed the free throw, got the rebound. Jakenis Hurd out to Jaden Hames. Model will set up their half-court offense. They send it on the left wing side to Riley Chapman. Back up top to Jakenis Hurd. Inside to Jeremiah Hurd is through and the foul. So Jeremiah Hurd draws the contacts. Got a 3-point opportunity coming his way. And if he makes this shot, we're going to be back to a 20-point ball game. Wait, I didn't do my math right there. Here's the next shot on the way. That's off the front of the iron. Jakenis is there to get the rebound, kicks it out to, well, Stevie Dallas. Now to Chapman underneath. Jeremiah loses the handle, keeps it in bounds though. There's Hames for 3. That's missed. And the ball's poked out of bounds. Last touch by Model, they say, so it's coming back to the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. Wow. Turnover on the other end for Rockmart's coming back to the Blue Devils, who just have a whopping lead right now. Foul's going to be on Dennis Sims. Sims has picked up his 4th, one more, and he is disqualified. Riley Chapman on the left wing side tries to lob it underneath. The ball is going to be deflected, but it stays with Model. Nope. Now Rockmart comes out with it. Cam Ferguson gives it on to Pace. There's a 3-point attempt. That's off the front of the rim. Long rebound taken by Jakenis Hurd. He goes down the sidelines, down to the low block, gets blocked on his way up. Rockmart has it. They go the other way. They fling it out to the right wing side. Now back up top to Ferguson. He gives it out to Pace. Gets his feet set for a 3-point attempt. He's falling cold. That's off the front of the rim. Chapman's got it for Model on the other end and through. Riley Chapman with his first bucket of the game. It's 50-19. A 31-point lead here for the Blue Devils. My goodness. There's a long 3-point attempt for Sims. In and out. And a push is going to be called against Rockmart. They're going to get Cam Ferguson for that one, and Model's going to get the ball back, and it's going to be 1 and 1. As Model, actually, I think now they're in the double bonus, right? So this would be 2 shots. Riley Chapman going to the free throw line. So 2 shots coming up for Riley Chapman, as Model is indeed in the double bonus here in the 3rd quarter of the ball game. Shots on the way, it's through. Get ready for his second. Bo Couch is going to sub into the game here for the Blue Devils. Next free throw from Chapman is through as well. Now the score, I didn't put the last two, there they go. 52-19 your score, 33-point lead here for the Blue Devils with under a minute to play in the third quarter. We may have a shortened fourth quarter in this game if things stand how they are. Rockmart's got the ball. They roll it underneath. Shots off the glass and through for Mr. Jones. His first bucket of the game, 52-21. Model goes back the other way. Couch will lob it underneath to Jeremiah Hurd. Loses the handle. Sims has got it for Rockmart. He motors across the timeline. Tries to get it to the rack. Gets fouled. So we're going to see Mr. Sims going to the free throw line. So we've got 30.7 seconds left on the clock here in the third quarter. Model leads at 52-21, a 31-point. And I believe they got to have a 30-point lead for the mercy rule to take effect and have a shortened fourth quarter of the game. Sims is at the free throw line. Dennis Sims puts up the first one. That rattles high off the back of the rim, bounces about 3 times and then off. He'll get ready for a second attempt. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage tonight on WLAQ and also the Northwest Georgia Media live stream. Second free throw is through. Always like partnering up with Nathan and his crew for a broadcast. Always fun to work with those guys. They do a fantastic job. There's Chapman on the left wing side. They're going to give it back up to Stevie Dallas, and he's going to slow things up. It looks like they'll try to get the last shot here of the third quarter. Shot clock obviously off. 11 seconds. There's Dallas out to Couch for 3. In and out. 6 seconds. Ball's poked out of bounds by Rockmart as Couch came out with it here for Model. And now the Blue Devils will inbound the ball with 4.5 seconds left on the clock and a 30-point, 52-22 lead. They lob it into Jeremias. Now on to Hames for 3. That's off the front of the rim. And that's the end of the third quarter of the ball game. Model leads at 52-22, trying to come up with a sweep tonight, and they're well on their way, folks. We're going to send it back to the studio for a 1-minute break. We're back for the final quarter in 1 minute.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of this year's live stream: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialist. We would also like to acknowledge those who have made contributions to support this year's live stream. If you would like to support live streaming Blue Devil basketball, please consider making a donation by scanning the QR code that's on your screen now. Or if you're a business and would like to advertise with Northwest Georgia Media, or if you would just like information on our company, please send an email to info@nwgeorgiamedia.com.
Another big quarter for the Blue Devils, and they've extended their lead to 30. I didn't get a chance to total up how many third quarter points they scored, but it was of the Rockmart team there, the Yellow Jackets. But Model leads it by 30, 52-22. Jakinis and the jam after the steal. He gets rejected by the rim. Here comes Rockmart on the other end. Crumley down to the baseline, puts it up, misses. Jakinis gets the rebound. And we have a shortened fourth quarter, by the way, of 6 minutes because of the mercy roll here in the region game. Long three-pointer for Noah Travis, left that one short. Rebound's going to be taken by Sims. Here comes the Yellow Jackets down the other end of the floor. Shot off the glass, going to be missed. Jeremiah Hurd's there for the rebound. Here comes Stevie Dallas up the end of the floor. He's across the center court stripe, leaves it off for Jakinis. Now to the left wing side they go to Noah Travis. Jaden Hames back up top to Stevie. Stevie will stop, give it off to Noah. Now to Jaden Hames. The lob underneath to Jeremias. They kick it back out, working the perimeter. Ball's poked loose, stays with Model. They'll reset with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Got to make a move. Noah Travis on to Stevie Dallas. He's going to heave it over to Jakinis. A three-point attempt, and it's through. Oh, my. What a sequence. What a shot. And what a lead, 55-22 with 4:40 left to go in the ball game. Model trying to extend their win streak to 6, having a heck of a season and a heck of a ball game. Man, Rockmart underneath with it. That's going to roll over the rim, and a foul's going to be charged against the Blue Devils. We're going to see Sims going to the free throw line as Jeremiah Hurd picks up another foul in the ball game. No, I believe they got Jakinis with that one. It was his third. Shots on the way. It's going to be a miss. And I said Sims. It's not Sims at the free throw line. I don't know where I came up with that. It's number 2, who is Tristan Anderson, who missed his first. He gets ready for his second. It's on the way, and it's through. All right, Model 55, Rockmart 23. I know that for a fact. 4:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Across the timeline, Stevie Dallas feeds it left. The lob underneath from Noah Travis to Jeremiah Hurd. Out to Travis for 3. That one's over the rim. Rebound taken by Jakinis Hurd. And the foul's going to be charged against Jakinis, I believe. There. Interesting. Camden Oswalt's going to check into the game here for the Blue Devils. Checking out will be Stevie Dallas. So right now on the floor for the Blue Devils, you got Jeremiah and Jakinis Hurd, Camden Oswalt, Noah Travis, Jaden Hames. Rockmart's got Crumley. Also, Trey Luke is on the floor now, number 4. Lanier McCrary. I'll catch the other 2 in just a couple of moments. Jake Bailey's one of them. And number 2, Tristan Anderson. Shot underneath the basket is missed, but the free throw line is going to be Jake Bailey. Foul's going to be on Noah Travis, so Bailey at the stripe with 3 minutes and 56 seconds left to go here in the ball game, and Model leading at 55-23. Shot on the way, that one's in and out. He'll get ready for his second free throw as we get another sub coming into the game here for the Blue Devils. Getting his shirt tucked in before he comes in, making some adjustments there. Javon Samples is into the game. Shots on the way, and that one's through. So Bailey makes one of the pair. It's 55-24, Model on top. They have held Rockmart to 24 points in this ball game. We're in the fourth quarter with 3:45 left to go. Oswalt to Javon Samples, down low to Jeremiah Hurd. He'll leave it for Oswalt. Little floater going to miss. Rebound's going to be taken by Rockmart. Here they go the other way. Bailey fires it left. They go to the low block. Shots on the way. A little floater is good for Trey Luke. His first bucket of the game. It's 55-26. Blue Devils and Javon Samples. The lob underneath. Jeremiah and the jam. Jeremiah with a one-hander. 57-26 your score. Rockmart pick it up at the free throw line, get it to the left wing side to Crumley, who dribbles behind his backs, but Jaden Hames is all over him. Now they get it to Bailey. He tries to pass it inside. Jakinis Hurd picks it off. There's Hames underneath, one-on-one, loses the handle. Ball is going to be fought for, and it's going to be with Rockmart. They dribble baseline. A foul's going to be charged against the Blue Devils. Maybe not. Subs coming into the game for the Blue Devils. Chase Allen checks in, and also Bo Couch. Foul is on the Blue Devils. Checking out Jeremiah and Jakinis Hurd, I'm assuming probably for the last time of the ball game, with their team up 57-26 with 2:48 left. Jack Robinson into the game. Jaden Hames is going to check out. We'll give you a floor check right quick. Chase Allen, Jack Robinson, Javon Samples, Bo Couch, Camden Oswalt. Rockmart with the basketball. They'll bring it up the floor with subs into the game as well. We'll try to check theirs in a minute. Trey Luke still into the game. They're going to try to get it down low. Bo Couch is there, deflects it. It ends up in Chase Allen's hands. Javon Samples across the timeline. They fire it to the right wing side to Robinson. Javon Samples for 3 and through. Javon Samples knocks down a wide open 3, and the bench goes crazy. Wow. Mart will lob it underneath, or roll it underneath rather. Shots up and through. That'll be the first bucket of the game for Dakota Bramlett. Model leads at 60-28, 32-point lead with a 2-minute mark closing in here. Chase Allen's got it. He'll back his way in, shakes off a couple of defenders and scores. Chase Allen having a great game. He's got 12 points in this one. 62-28, Model on top. 1:50 left to go. No, Thomas Patterson set to check in a moment here for the Blue Devils. Balls with the Yellow Jackets. Shot is up. It's going to be missed, but we're going to see free throws coming up here for Mr. Dakota Bramlett. Javon Samples is going to pick up the foul there for the Blue Devils. And again, 2 shots coming up here for Dakota Bramlett of the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. Shot is on the way, and it's through. He'll get ready for his second as Thomas Patterson is going to check into the game here for the Blue Devils. Chase Allen's going to check out. So all subs into the game now here for the Blue Devils for the final 1 minute and 39 seconds. Shots on the way, and that one is through. And that's a good thing because a lot of the younger guys that are in the game here, you're looking at the future of the team. Some of the young guys that get playing time here late. Robinson set to inbound the ball, gets it into Javon Samples, who stands in between the circles right now with it. He has his pocket pick, but Thomas Patterson gets in there and picks it right back off. And there's a traveling that's going to be called against the Blue Devils. And Rockmart's going to get set to inbound the ball, trailing by 32 points here on the road, 62-30. Model has just overwhelmed them here the last couple of quarters. Rockmart goes down to the low block. Foul's going to be charged against the Blue Devils. Going to get Jack Robinson on the foul, and going to the free throw line is going to be number 5, Braylon Jones. And he'll be shooting 1 and 1. Shots on the way, and it rattles off. Rebound's going to be collected by Thomas Patterson. He gives it off to Bo Couch, now to Javon Samples, who goes across the center court stripe. He dribbles down to the low block, leaves it back out between the legs of Oswalt. He picks it back up, gives it to Couch. He dribbles between his legs, goes towards the paint. And here's Oswalt for 3, and in and out. Here comes Rockmart back the other way, one-on-one underneath, and a layup is going to be made by MJ Berry. 50 seconds on the clock. Model will inbound the ball. Bringing up the floor, Bo Couch across the center court stripe, dribbles up towards the top of the key. He gets fouled by MJ Berry, who just made the last shot of the game. 62-34, Model with a big lead, 43.7 seconds on the clock. An inbound pass to Oswalt, dribbles, baseline goes in. Misses the shot. Here comes Rockmart back the other way. Layup attempt is missed. Thomas Patterson collects another rebound. Ball's poked loose. Kept in for Javon Samples of Model, though. And a foul's going to be charged against the Rockmart Yellow Jackets. That's the third. So Model not yet in the bonus here in the final frame of this basketball game, and likely won't be with only 28 seconds left to go in a lopsided game. And a few fouls to give here before the bonus for Rockmart. Cameron Oswalt, the lob down to Patterson, and the ball's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Blue Devils. So it's coming back to the Rockmart Yellow Jackets with 17.2 ticks left on the clock. Bringing it up the floor, the Yellow Jackets have got it. They're across the timeline, kick it out the left wing side. There's Berry. Ball is poked loose. Patterson came out with it. Here come the Blue Devils down the other end of the floor, and they get fouled as the student section starts singing the song, Hey, 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 Goodbye. Waving goodbye to the Rockmart fans who are making an early exit with 5 seconds left to go in the game. Javon Samples across the timeline, and the Blue Devils will dribble out the remaining seconds and will win the game in dominant fashion. Your final score, Model 62, Rockmart 34, and the Blue Devils get the sweep tonight. So what we're going to do is send it back to the studio for a 3-minute timeout, down the line. We'll come back to wrap things up here on WLAQ and the live video stream. We're back in 3.
affordable bachelor's degree in Northwest Georgia is right here at Georgia Highlands College. High quality and career focused. That's what you can expect at GHC. Apply today at highlands.edu.
Northwest Georgia Media would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of this year's live stream: Mathis Trailer and Equipment, Georgia Highlands College, Snodgrass and Robinson, Plastic Surgery Specialist. We would also like to acknowledge those who have made contributions to support this year's live stream. If you would like to support live streaming Blue Devil basketball, please consider making a donation by scanning the QR code that's on your screen now. Or if you're a business and would like to advertise with Northwest Georgia Media, or if you would just like information on our company, please send an email to info@nwgeorgiamedia.com. Thank you for your support.
We welcome you back into Woodard Gymnasium one more time on our radio broadcast and the live video stream. Going to break down the scoring from the game, and we're going to get on out of here, but it was a sweep tonight. Model Lady Blue Devils won 57-32 over Rockmart, and the boys would follow that up with a 62-34 victory again for the sweep. Models boys go 12-3 on the season, 5-1 in Region 7 AA play. Meanwhile, Rockmart falls to 8-8 on the year, 3-3 at 500 in both their overall record and region record in 7AA. Here's the scoring from the game. 2 points for Cam Ferguson of Rockmart, 4 points for Tristan Anderson, 1 point for Lanier McCrary, 2 points for Brother Jones, 2 points for Jake Bailey, as well as Trey Luke and MJ Berry. 3 points for Trent Pace, 4 for Dakota Bramlett, and their leading scorer tonight for the Rockmart Yellow Jackets was Dennis Sims with 10 points. And we told you coming into the game, this team was averaging 59 points a game, so Model's defense was able to hold them to almost half of that. Meanwhile, the Model Blue Devils in scoring, they would have 7 points from Jaden Hames. Stevie Dallas would have 6, 2 points for Camden Oswalt, 4 for Riley Chapman, 4 points for Joey Samples. Javon Samples had 3. And then you had 3 scorers for the Blue Devils, notched 12 points in double digits. You would have Chase Allen, Jakenis Hurd, and Jeremias Hurd all tied for leading scorer tonight in the ball game. And for the Blue Devils, all 3 of those guys would 12 points. It all adds up for me, so hopefully all that is correct for you. But again, the Blue Devils end up winning the game tonight, running away with it, 62-34, your final score. Well, that's going to put a wrap on it, everybody. Do want to take one more quick time to recognize everybody in the broadcast today. Millie and Benton Potts on the cameras. Directors Nathan Patterson, Caleb Bice on the Play scoreboards Uta Patterson. In Arena PA was Grayson Atkins. And for Lynn Butler back at the radio station tonight, I'm Matt Davis saying so long, everybody. Hope you have a great evening. We've got more hoops for you tomorrow coming up at 6 o'clock. It's the Model Lady Blue Devils and the Darlington Lady Tigers. That should be an awesome game. Make sure you tune in at 6 o'clock on the radio and the live video stream. With that, so long, everybody. Have a great evening.